Hi there, ho there. It's a Married with Channels podcast, don't you know?
Hey.
And you are?
I'm Jody.
We're a married couple. We talk TV shows and movies. Coming up, we'll get, as we get close to the Oscars, we'll have our little take on some of the Best Picture nominees. But in the meantime, we're talking some TV shows, a couple of them today, this week, whatever. We begin with Inventing Anna, or Inventing Anna. I don't know. Anna? Does it matter? We get the gist of it. Shonda Rhimes show on Netflix. Basically, it's a dramatization of the Anna Delvey case, this Russian-German woman who claimed to be this heiress and was trying to finagle all these socialites in New York City, and then she got thrown in jail. I mean, I don't know the full story, but so
did you follow the real story? I did not.
I don't know. I didn't remember much about the story.
Me either.
I kind of vaguely recalled that story, but I don't know anything about it other than just like, oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah. I seem to recall something there.
Sure.
But the show, Inventing Anna, it seems to be more about Anna Klumsky's character, the journalist.
Yes.
Who's trying to write the big expose on this girl and her finagling.
Yes, she's kind of investigating who she really is.
Yeah. So it's I think it's well done. It's a Shonda Rhimes show.
Mm-hmm.
Grey's Anatomy,
yep.
Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, I believe. I don't have a lot of experience with her shows other than, we tried the, it was like kind of like a...
Bridgerton,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's one of her shows. Didn't really care for that.
Correct. Lots of people like that show. Now,
it's a huge hit for Netflix.
I have stuck out all of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I know you're a fan.
I wouldn't call me a fan. I was a fan. It got a little ridiculous, but you're kind of like,
I get
but
it.
I'm 13 seasons in. I got to see how this plays out. So
yeah, you're a fan. You were a fan, but now because you've been invested into it, you kind of have to see it through.
Yes.
You feel like, I get that.
So anyway.
Well, that should be a good show, a good segment. Like shows you felt invested in.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
But Inventing Anna, I think it's good.
Sure.
I think it's fine. I just don't know if I'm really sucked in. And even the first episode, which is all we've watched, by the way, it doesn't end with anything that's like, let's see where this goes.
Sure.
That's usually how the first episode of a new show, whether a long-running show or a limited series, kind of ends their first episode. It leaves you with a, you want to check out more now type of moment.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that.
Yeah, this is interesting to me. It's okay. There's a couple things about it where I'm kind of like, But I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued now because I don't know this story. The story itself, I could probably, look up online. But now I want to know, like, who is this? How did she do what she did?
I think, what's interesting about this is the performances, for the most part, are good.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Klumsky, I think, is great.
Sure.
She's so good in Veep, and she's doing good in this one. But everybody, the supporting cast seems good. Julia Garner, I think, is not doing a good job as Anna. So, I just don't know what's going on there. It just seems kind of forced. I don't know what that accent is. It doesn't sound, sometimes it sounds German. Sometimes it sounds like kind of rich, posh, kind of like das.
I don't know quite what's going on with that accent either. And for me, because it's kind of all over the place, it's almost not believable. And I don't know if that's part of the character. Maybe that's how she did what she did, because she could, one day be Russian, the next day be German, and then, talk like an American, or I don't know.
Yeah. And the accent aside, I'm not buying her.
Sure.
Here.
It's not believable.
And I think she's a good actress. She was great in The Americans. She's obviously good in Ozark.
Yep. Agree.
And I heard she did good in this one movie, like called The Assistant, I think.
But
she's a good actress. It's just not working for me here. I almost think this story, I'm more interested in a documentary form.
Sure.
I'd rather watch the 1.5, 2-hour documentary than watch 8 hours of this season, I think.
I'm kind of with you on that one, maybe.
Here's a clip from Inventing Anna. This is when Anna Klumsky's journalist character is visiting her in Rikers. And this girl, Anna, is very, everything's got to be super posh. And she's like been pushing her to do the media visit, which has its more perks. She calls it the VIP. Here's a clip.
Who exactly did you talk to and what did they say?
I don't have my notes, so I can't say exactly.
On a media visit, they let you bring in papers and notebooks.
I'll keep that in mind. They were talking about things like how you dress. Totally varying descriptions. Do you have any idea why that would be? Or your dating habits? Here's a big one. Everyone told me a different story about where your family money comes from. If we could clear that
On a
one
media
up.
visit, they even let you bring in a recording device. And our visit time isn't limited to 40 minutes because it's VIP. You rode that bus. Don't you know how VIP works?
I do know, but VIP comes with rules. For a media visit, I would have to put in an official written request and then wait for approval. That can take weeks. Sometimes VIP isn't better.
So it's interesting. She's talking to her, but this Anna girl just keeps coming back to, you need to do the VIP.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good writing. It's good giving you an idea that this character just wants to be, treated like the upper echelon. Like, you're just visiting me in regular visiting. Boo-hoo. I need VIP treatment.
I see it more as like she's trying to manipulate her.
And maybe it's both.
Yeah. She's trying to get what she wants.
Yeah.
From people.
So it's an interesting story. I just don't know if I'm in for 8 episodes or 10, whatever the hell it is. I don't even know.
Sure.
But I'm sure there's a good documentary out there. I'd rather just watch it.
Okay.
This is like a show. It's like, I don't know. Nothing's on. You want to watch the Anna thing? Yeah. Moving on. Okay. Moving on to the finale of Righteous Gemstones. And this is season 2. I don't know why it feels like season 3, but it's actually season 2. And we watched all the episodes, finished the finale the other night. And I got to say, this was a really good season. Like, it had a lot of everything. I think the first season of Righteous Gemstones kind of was more about the family dynamics and almost slapstick humor there, as you hear the kid upstairs slamming things around. Whereas this season, it's like, okay, we've established who these people are. Let's get into some backstory, Eli, and let's get into some shit. Let's get into it.
Some character stuff.
Stuff. Let's get into some action. Let's get into some, let's see these family dynamics really flare up like a hemorrhoid.
But also like tons of funny in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those shows, it's like, it seems fresh. It has like kind of these awkward moments and sometimes almost Wes Anderson type of visuals going on. And it works, it just doesn't seem forced. It seems natural and I don't know, it's just well paced.
I like those aspects of it, but I will say sometimes it gets a little bit ridiculous for me.
Sometimes
they push the limit for me where I'm like, really? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next scene,
No, I agree with you. They can get a little bit out there at times.
Yeah.
But it's not anything that takes me out of it.
Same.
It's almost like they redeem themselves soon after.
Yep.
But anyway, we got into some backstory with Eli, and I like how when we initially talked about this season, it seemed like it was going to be Eli versus Junior, and kind of the whole season they kind of made you feel that way, but it didn't turn out that way.
Spoilers. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. But that being said, I kind of saw coming who the main bad was.
Yeah. Okay.
And not to pat myself on the back, but even then I had like ideas that it was Lyle Listen.
Yeah.
but I wasn't 100% sold on it, you know? And I think that's a testament to how good the show was. But, yeah, let's play a clip from Righteous Gemstones. This is when Lyle Liston tells Jesse that he's the one that tried to kill his dad. And he just kind of nonchalantly says why he did it. It's like, come on, bro.
What the fuck I want to call him?
This is why I said restart this.
Don't get mad. Why the fuck?
Let me redo that.
Fuck would you want to? Them motorcycle fellas that shot your daddy, they work for me.
You sent the Cycle Ninjas?
Psycho ninjas? Who the fuck is that?
It's what I'm calling the motorcycle assassin people.
Why ninjas? They ain't got nothing to do with martial arts.
I'll call them whatever the fuck I want to call them.
This is why I said don't get mad.
Why the fuck would you want to kill my daddy?
To help you. Jesse, Eli keeps you from your potential, from our friendship. Double firstborns building paradise together. So I thought I'd do you a solid and smoke him, get him out of your way.
Wait, hold on. There's it's just, and Eric Andre, I've heard stories about him, how he's a goofball. He's pretty good as Lyle Liston. A little over the top, but
Sometimes, but that character's pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like Danny McBride's character, Jesse, like he's really doing more acting and more, not nuance, but it's less bombastic
Sure.
as opposed to season 1, where it was kind of like, I'm Jesse fucking Gemstone.
Yeah, he's kind of loud and boisterous.
Yeah,
and
he's still loud.
right.
Still kind
He's
of
still
annoying.
him. Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, Righteous Gemstones. I think it's a great show. It's one of those shows that's like, I think it's kind of overlooked
Yeah.
a lot.
Can I talk about one kind of shock? Well, it was kind of shock value for me, but the blue porta potty baby, I was
Oh my
like,
God,
are they
yeah.
going to show it? They're going to show it, aren't they? They're totally going to show it. And
Yeah.
they did not disappoint.
No.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I think we've all heard the term toilet baby, but I don't know if we've ever heard the Kaibo baby,
Yeah.
where the one girl essentially gives birth. The baby falls into the blue liquid of the Kaibo.
Yes, and I'm thinking, no, this is the ridiculousness that I was talking about. It's almost too far.
It's a little bit, it was a little bit much there.
Yeah.
But it was good. And the performances on this show are pretty good too.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. So my other aspect of that is the baby daddy is played by Walton Goggins. And yeah, his performance as baby Billy just cracks me up. It's so good. And
Yeah.
he's just kind of funny character.
You know who else I think I've come to really appreciate, and they've given him more screen time this season, is BJ. And
Yeah.
I don't know the actor's name, but here's another clip where when they find out that they're going to meet Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas will be there.
Joe Jonas? For real?
Okay, settle down. Yeah, it is not a joke.
Joe Jonas is there. Me and BJ are in, okay?
Yeah, we're in.
I mean, the audio doesn't do it justice. BJ, the actor, is like, Joe Jonas? And his face is like, holy shit.
Yes.
You know, and it's,
That's a great, funny character as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
yeah. And I hope we see more of the BJ character, even if it's just those moments like that. Because he's a great foil to Judy, who's just this hard ass, you know, thing of force
Sure.
barreling through the world. And BJ's just like, hey, whatever. I'm here to help you out, Judy. And I'm going to meet Joe Jonas. But yeah, the performances are great. You know, John Goodman did a great job, I thought, this season. Righteous Gemstones, I think it's just one of those shows like this season anyway. I don't even think you need to watch the first season. Just watch the second season. I mean, watch all seasons, both of them. But I think if you only have time for one, I'd say get into season 2.
Sure.
Yeah. Anything else on Righteous Gemstones? There, Jody?
It's not for children.
No, definitely not. No.
No, I just, it's funny. It's a little refreshing. It's a little bit ridiculous at times,
Yeah.
but it also has a little heart there too. So I enjoy it.
I think that is going to do it for us on this Married with Channels podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the show on your podcast provider. Give us a good review. That's always appreciated.
Share. Tell your
Share.
friends.
Yeah. Let us know what shows or movies you'd like us to watch and maybe review here on the show. And until next time, I'm Moose.
And I'm Jody.
We'll see ya.
Bye.